Hey, how's it going, guys? So, apparently we had a unexpected Nintendo Direct. I've been busy for most of the day, so I'm only just now able to record my reaction. I will apologize in advance if I'm a little more quiet than normal. I am eating lunch right now, also while recording this, so I may mute at some point so I can eat. But let's get my live reaction going. I haven't seen anything. I've managed to avoid any spoilers. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so we're opening with the Dragon Quest remakes. Cool. Ooh. Okay, those actually look really interesting. I have always loved like, the picture of the Master Shadow. Square's been doing. I probably have a stronger reaction. Okay, so later, sometime this year for 1 and 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Taka.
I'll admit I probably would have a stronger reaction towards it if I had a better connection to Dragon Quest. I never got into Dragon Quest until, what was it, 8? I think was the one on the PS2. That was like the first one I played.
Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Okay, so given that whole thing, I'm assuming that character either isn't original to the game, or that character was something very important. Again, I don't know anything about Dragon Quest, so sadly I can't say.
Escape from dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help
me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
Okay, so I will say I did lie a little bit. I did apparently see something about this. Because when I was scrolling through TikTok, I saw someone mention about how there was leaks of Raido Kuzunoha remasters, and then all of a sudden we're getting the Persona 4 remaster leaks instead now. And then something popped up with this, so I kind of had a little bit of a sneaking suspicion about this. Probably very loud, so let me lower it.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns.
So I apologize for how it's if the starting part was very loud.
Enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the
I know my last two ones are kind of loud.
Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But
I definitely do want to give this a shot again, because I played one of the earlier Raido Kuzunohas back on the PS2 back in the day, but it never clicked with me back then. Also, it was hard to find the later installments because Atlas games back in the day.
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
I thought it was something Pac-Man related.
Tread lightly, the creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Are we gonna get an evil Pac-Man again, like we did with Kamen Rider, like we did in Kamen Rider X8?
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters
Excuse
of
me?
Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example,
Okay.
Patapon advances them forward, while Patapon has them attack.
Okay, I wasn't expecting Patapon.
String together
Oh, a
combos with
Patapon
good
remake to
timing,
be on my bingo
the
card
Patapons
anytime soon.
enter
Excuse
fever
me, not
mode
remake,
and get a
remaster.
big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the
That's a
shield
game I
savvy
expect.
Patapon. Build
A
up
Patapon
your
remaster
timing
is
to take on
not
hordes of fierce foes.
Patapon is something I expect to just stay on like the PSP.
New features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th. Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
I was about to say, this is a Story of Seasons game, isn't it? That looked like a Story of Seasons game.
Cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other...
By the way, with the exception of Shadow of Labyrinth, all we've been hearing about so far has just been remakes and remasters.
...wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
It's not a Story of Seasons game without the marriage system.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Get it? Breeze? Because he's riding the wind?
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Maybe I'll play A Wonderful Life, because I bought that I bought that like back in
the
December.
Story of Seasons series.
Or back at the end of the year.
Next, please take a look at this.
Maybe I'll play that sometime soon. Monster Hunter? Nope. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Oh, I was expecting this to be saved as the end of One More Thing. Not to be like in the middle of the fucking direct. Oh, I like that new design for the armor.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
So being
In
that
order
this
to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to.
sorry, pausing again. So seeing as this is a Metroid Prime game, I'm going to assume that this is still going to be taking place before Metroid 1?
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a
So it's going to be
path
interesting
forward.
still. Because if I remember correctly, all the Prime games are set before the events of Metroid 1.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Interesting.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus? And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time.
Yeah, now that we see a
are
Metroid, it's
beginning to
definitely
weave
set before.
a new
It definitely has to be
tale.
set. Still set before Prime. I mean, before the original Metroid. Okay, so we are getting this game this year, so I'm assuming at the Switch 2 Direct, it's going to be announced that this is probably a Switch 2 launch title. Oh! Is that a new armor, or is that Dark Samus?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus.
I want to assume that was a new armor. But that could have been Dark Samus for all we know.
Let's move on to more headlines.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time,
it's not what I thought it was.
There was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Ah,
As
okay,
the
some
newest
weird Disney game.
Potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them.
Why does this feel like a mobile game that was
Mix
ported to the
ingredients
Switch?
To brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what?
Yeah, this is
might
definitely
happen.
a mobile game
Disney
slash a
Villains
streamer
Cursed
game.
Cafe launches on Nintendo
comes out
Switch
today.
later today.
I can already tell that streamers are going to be playing, that a certain subset of streamers are going to be playing this game like crazy.
Adventure.
Today.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's
Okay.
also plenty to do outside of class.
This
Hang out with friends at their
screams
homes.
like Harry Potter Stardew Valley.
Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
This just like
Plus,
screams
up to 4
like Harry
players
Potter
can make
Stardew Valley
magic
to me.
Together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I like the artwork for it.
Adventure and arcade games await.
Okay.
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world.
Okay,
Can you
looks
uncover
cool.
the secrets the
Probably not
archipelago
my kind of
holds?
game, but it looks cool.
Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I'm all for more hand-drawn
Celebrate
games like
the
that.
40th
Ooh.
anniversary of Gradius with a
I was about to say, that's
collection of
Gradius, isn't it?
shoot 'em up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3.
Okay, now this is more up my
and
alley. Gradius was
Salamander
like one of my
2.
favorite arcade games
Some
as a
titles
kid.
come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Ooh.
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Ooh, run my birthday.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
Okay.
Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store.
New Tamagotchi game.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop.
Alright, this looks cute. Again, not my thing, but cute.
Need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
Okay, hearing him pronounce it, Tamagotchi, I know that's
classic Tamagotchi.
I know that is more than likely the actual pronunciation because it comes from the Japanese word tamago.
Tamagotchi Plaza launches on
But
Nintendo Switch June 27th.
yeah, it's messing with my head because I've heard of Tamagotchi my whole life. Okay, here's something I was expecting at some point. Some more Legends ZA
Pokemon
news.
Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the background and see what
lives of the
Pokemon are showing up.
And people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
Oh, hi, Patrat.
You can catch Pokemon here.
Alright, bud, you.
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety.
Crocorock. Okay.
There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
Spinarak, Flabebe line, obviously. Anything
Some of
obviously
them can
introduced
even
in
be
Gen 6 is
found
going to show up here.
On rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
Ooh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Ah, okay, that explains that.
In battle zones.
Okay, so now that explains what I thought was maybe a
If you're
teaser for
spotted,
Gen
they'll
10
challenge you to battle.
is this.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
Ah, of course.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are 2 sides to Lumio
God,
City.
I hope come Gen
It
10 we
seems
finally do
there are
away
even
with the
more
Rotom phone.
secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Oh, hi
What will
Zygarde,
you
50%.
find on your
No,
adventure?
excuse me, 10%.
Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Dog form is 10%, snake form is
In Lumio
50%.
City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night.
I hope seeing the
It
Rotom
seems
phone,
there
by
are
the way,
even
proves to
more
people that this
secrets
game
to
is
uncover.
set
Please
in the
be on
future and not
lookout
the
for more
past.
information in the future. Next,
Or well, more
please
like
take
the
a look at
modern day
this.
time.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games. Boop.
Oh, is this a new Rhythm
You
Heaven?
wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
Oh, I really, really hope that this doesn't get me, that this specific thing doesn't get this video
You might
fucking
even be
content
able to play it
matched.
with your eyes closed.
I may or may not have to edit the audio on this section out of fear that it's going to content match me. Yeah, this is definitely a new Rhythm
Get into
Heaven.
the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
When was the last time we got a Rhythm Heaven game?
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
Excuse me?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Huh?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Huh?
Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
Okay.
With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
That's actually kind of nice.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
Ah, okay, so that only works with local family
done.
members.
They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The Virtual Game Card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Okay, pausing so I can get my thoughts out on that. That's actually kind of nice. The family lens system, it's annoying that it can only be done for local family through local network. So if you're sharing your family plan with family members or friends who do not live in your house, sucks to suck. But overall, I'm actually not opposed to this system because as someone who who has multiple Switch consoles, and having to make sure that my primary Switch is the one that I take with me on the go, aka my Switch Lite, and then my primary system being the one that and then my home console not having the one that I use as just a home console, not having if I lose internet, I can't play my games on my TV. I have to still play them on the Switch Lite. That is annoying. So having that cartridge switch ability thing is kind of nice. Because all I have to do is then just pair my Switch to my phone. Yes, I know I can do that. I could pair the Switch to the main Switch to my phone, and then make it the primary Switch. But then again, I have to remember to swap the other Switch back to being my primary Switch.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, High on Life is coming to the Switch. Oh boy. You can hear my enthusiasm. Alright, so we're on the medley of games that are coming over to the Switch. I'm assuming that I've never heard of and potentially don't really have an interest in. Oh, wow. The performance on that one looked kind of chunky, not gonna lie.
Uncover history once
Performance
more.
on that one looked kind of chunky. I ain't gonna lie about that.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer.
I was gonna say, didn't we get that? And I was like, no, that was the
Fate and
remake of
legacy
Saga
will
Frontier.
intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
I'm not gonna lie, this does look cool. I might get this.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Monumental adventures await. Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets.
Okay, so this looks kind of cool.
In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Okay. Probably not gonna play it, but it looked cool. Oh, was new Hot Shot Golf?
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and others special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
Oh, I can only imagine trying to play this online.
So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Excuse me?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine, to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the
Hi,
fate of the
Taskmaster.
Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Okay, that looks cool. I might get that.
That was Marvel
Mostly just because of
Cosmic
Spider-Man.
Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Okay, so what's the O and L one more thing?
I'm a buckle. Tornado saw Hanji Clausen yesterday.
A new Mitomo thing? Oh, that's...
How refreshing.
Not sure how I feel about saving this as your finale. I think more people would have been happy to hear about, I don't know, Twilight Princess and fucking Wind Waker being ported to the Switch.
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
Eh.
Did you want to talk?
Yeah, that kind of sucked the fun out of this whole thing
That
for
was
me.
only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, can we...
Thank you for watching.
I would just, I really want to hear
Wind.
Hang on, I'll save that little rant for the post video analysis.
Something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Wait, what?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Okay, so this is the modern day Nintendo power.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Doesn't
you
look
for
like it's
watching.
up. It doesn't look like it's up on the app yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's up on the App Store yet. All right. Anywho, so post-direct analysis, real quick. Legends EA stuff. Highly interested in. Hopefully with the Switch Direct, we'll see a better. With the Switch 2 Direct in, what was it, less than a week? Yeah, like 5 days. We'll see the game maybe a little with a little bit more polish, because we'll see the Switch 2 version of the game. Metroid 4 Prime 4 Beyond. Definitely interested in. I love this. I love how this new Zero suit, not Zero suit, excuse me. I love how this new Varia suit looks for Samus. Definitely curious. This is more than likely just a preview of one of her new suits, but again, maybe Dark Samus. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll find that out eventually. Other than that, it was definitely an okay direct. A lot of interesting remakes getting announced. This Pac-Man game caught me off guard. A lot of remakes and remasters though being announced on this in this direct. Definitely going to be getting the Raido Kuzunoha remaster. This game I'm gonna have to look into now. I may get the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 HD remakes. No promises yet. Patapon remake threw me off. And then, of course, the other big thing, this whole virtual card thing. Again, I made my statement known earlier. I am interested in this idea. It's going to be nice for people. It is nice for people. It's a nice, more convenient ease of managing your games for people with multiple Switches, who keep like a Switch Lite for on the go, so that they don't take their main Switch with them. The family sharing bit where you have to be in the same household, where you have to be using the same local network. I wish it wasn't that way. There's obviously there's ways that you can kind of spoof around it, but still, if let's say you're an older brother who is off at college and you want to lend your younger brother a digital game, unfortunately that sucks. You can't do that, but whatever. And then the Nintendo Today thing, that's definitely interesting. It's basically a modern day version of the Nintendo Power Magazine. It's looking like. Hopefully they do some fun stuff with it. But other than that, we'll see where this goes. I wish if we were hearing more, if we were getting announcements on more and more like remakes and remasters coming, that we would have heard ports of the Zelda, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess remasters coming to the Switch. Those are things I will forever be begging for from Nintendo, because they're the only two things keeping my Wii U plugged in. I would love to be able to just pack that thing up finally and let it finally just go and rest. But because those two games are trapped on the Wii U, I basically still have to keep my Wii U out to play them. Maybe with the Switch 2 we'll get something. Who knows? But anyway, that's going to be it. I need to get to editing this video and getting it up so that, before I go live. If you are seeing this before 4 p.m., before or around 4 p.m. Eastern Time today, I will be streaming on Twitch playing Legend of Hero Trails of Cold Steel 2. So come check it out there. If you are watching any day after the day of the direct of today's Nintendo Direct, then I'll probably still be streaming at some point that day. I always stream around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.